Sugar is almost in everything that we eat. It's in our cereals, it's in our bread, it's even in pasta, it's even in things that you wouldn't even think that sugar would be in. Sugar has become so much a part of the American diet that you may not even fathom about what life is like without eating sugar at all. Not only is sugar in foods that we eat, but we also associate sugar with positive feelings. We eat sugar during special events such as holidays and birthday parties, and we even gift sugar to people to show them that we care about them. So the thought came across my mind, what would it be like to quit sugar for an entire year? Today I'm going to talk to you guys about my experience in regards to not eating sugar anymore and how exactly my life changed in positive and negative ways after quitting eating sugar. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Here we are again today with another video. Sugar is in so much of an American diet that you wouldn't even question cutting it out. And a lot of people, if you're not necessarily trying to lose weight or trying to be fit in any way, you just kind of eat what you feel like and you don't really look at the sugar content that is in food, and you don't really realize what is affecting you and your body. I decided to quit sugar for over a year because I was overweight, I was feeling lazy, I was having emotional, hormonal issues. I was having a problem around my menstrual cycle. I was having difficulty regulating my hormones. I was having a problem with keeping my insulin down. Of course, I was obese. I was gaining weight at a rapid rate. I was not exercising at all. I was constantly in a bad mood, constantly depressed, and eating all of the time. And food, especially sugary pastries, was my go-to for me to feel better. So because of this, I decided to do something about it, change my diet and cut out sugar. And I understood that my nutrition and the amounts of sugar that I was probably consuming on a daily basis was affecting me. So I wanted to see what was going to happen when I cut it out. A lot of us have a positive association when we eat sugar. Sugar usually makes us feel really good inside. If we are craving it and we satisfy that craving, we usually feel pleasure when we eat it. Whenever that insulin drops and that blood sugar level drops, you most likely crash and feel bad. You either feel tired or you get moody, and I was one of those people personally. Processed sugar also messes with your insulin levels as well, making it harder for you to burn fat and lose weight. And also, processed sugar usually just has empty calories inside of it. I'm talking candy and things like that, and that could also lead to eating a lot of empty calories without any type of nutritional benefit, causing you to not have a proper diet and also go over your daily calorie limit. The reason why companies put sugar inside of the foods that we eat is so we are addicted to them, so we keep going back and buying them. I experience this usually when I eat really high sugary things. I crave things with the same amount of sugar or the same items for a certain period of time until I switch to a new item and I can't really stop or control myself. To be able to have some type of change with inside of my life, I decided to adopt essentially a sugarless diet. And so basically, not only did I try to stay away from processed white sugar, but I also tried to stay away from processed foods, because you can cut out sugar, but I also want to cut off processed oils and processed carbs like French fries and things like that, because those things could be addicting as well. And I was trying to improve my health. I had to do a little bit of research in terms to what foods have sugar in them versus what foods don't. And basically, some of the foods that I looked for that didn't have any sugar inside of it are called low glycemic index foods. Those foods are basically ones that don't spike your insulin too high or have high amounts of processed sugar with inside of them, so that when you consume them, you can feel more satisfied because your body is not chasing that high blood sugar rush. Fruit gets metabolized differently than processed white sugar. However, just because I was was overweight and I didn't really feel comfortable in my body, and I wanted to see the best results just by cutting out sugar completely, I did not have any fruit while on this journey. When I adopted the sugarless diet, I'm not going to lie to you, I thought about eating sugar all of the time. It's crazy because I am someone who practices these different disciplinary ways of living or eating, especially now, and I intermittent fast. When you abstain from things that you are addicted to or that you really like, you crave them even more so, to the point where you're just constantly thinking about that. I honestly started watching like food videos and mukbangs all of the time because all I could think about was like eating donuts and pastries, because that was one of the main things that I was addicted to when I was eating sugar.
I needed to try a couple of their fall things that are limited edition. There's a few of my favorites are in here, also a few that I've never tried before. Chocolate chip cookie, it's all covered in flakes from that stupid Danish. Nothing special, but I want to see if Tim's makes a good one. I've never had one from Tim's before. Ooh, looks soft.
Not only was I mentally addicted to eating sugar and missing just consuming it and having that a part of my lifestyle, I actually started physically craving it as well. So I couldn't drink soda, I couldn't drink any type of fruit juice, and instead I would try to opt for like Crystal Light or sparkling water or anything that basically had that type of sugary flavor but that didn't have any sugar. And that is one of the things that kept me going, basically using different types of substitutes that taste similar, but I wouldn't experience the actual negative effects of eating it. I tried to eat more vegetables and a lot more meat and protein and things that would keep me satisfied for longer, so that even if I were to crave sugar, I was still having that nutrition within my daily diet to be able to help me with cravings. But I'm not gonna lie and say that it wasn't on my mind constantly. You always have that thought in the back of your head that's like, what if I just had one bite and then I'll go back to my diet the next day. After I got over my withdrawals from eating sugar and a lot of processed foods, I officially came into the benefits of adopting a sugarless diet. I started having improved mood. I started, of course, losing weight and being able to eat in a more healthy manner that I don't think I've ever eaten before in my life. I was able to actually exercise. I started exercising about 5 to 6 days a week, and I actually had the energy to do this. Recomposition my body, so I'm really excited about that, and let's go and work out. So I'm going to show you guys, I'm on a trail right now, as you can see, and the whole thing is a mile long. Can't really film while I'm running, but I'm gonna run it, and then I am going to do about 200 to 300 jumps. When I tell y'all jumping rope is no joke, it's really no joke, but it feels good though. I stopped having that blood sugar crash that we usually have when we eat high processed food, sugar, and carbs. My skin got much clearer, and I was just becoming a different person and looking different. And yes, I exercised and I dieted along with this because I wanted the full benefits of adopting a sugarless diet. However, I believe cutting out something that was really negative and addicting in excess allowed me to transform or change my life. When I quit sugar, I thought I was just going to do it for maybe 3, 4, 5, even 6 months, but I was able to lose 100 pounds in 4 months by adopting a different type of healthy lifestyle. I cut out sugar, I was exercising, and I was eating a lot of whole food and just practicing more healthy habits. At the end of the 4 months, I had lost a lot of weight from doing this, and I was like, okay, you know, I lost weight, so might as well just go back to eating sugar. At first, I was really nervous about going back to eating sugar because I didn't know what was gonna happen. And I tried it, and honestly, sugar tasted disgusting to me. So today I'm gonna eat whatever carbs and sugar I have been craving. Only rule that I have is that I cannot drink any soda. I'm not going to add those excess calories. I'm already gonna be eating higher calories than I already eat because of the carbs and sugar that I'm going to be consuming. So I don't think that's necessary. I think I'm just going to stick to drinking water and being well hydrated. I notice when I reintroduce carbs back into my body, I get very, very, very thirsty. My first meal of the day started off with a salad with some carbs in it, so I had a little bit of bread. I wanted to do it this way because, like I said, I didn't just want to immediately wake up and introduce sugar and carbs back into my body. I wanted to slowly do it, but in the safest way possible. Let's get down to it. So one of the things I was dying to do when I was on this diet was get a donut because donuts are literally the epitome of what you cannot eat on this diet. I went to Jack in the Box. I got 5-piece chicken nuggets. This is me eating chicken nuggets for the first time in about 6-7 months. You know how if you eat healthy for a really long time and then you eat junk food, you feel terrible? I don't feel bad. My stomach doesn't hurt. There's nothing going on with my body. I feel really, really good right now. This one is 400 pounds weight loss. Apple pie, it's fine. I understand that the apple pie is like one of like McDonald's staple dishes or desserts, whatever you want to call it, but this is not good. I do not like it at all. It tastes very poorly done. Like it doesn't taste right, and I'm mad. In-N-Out. Now I got animal style fries. I've never had animal style fries before. I don't really like them. I can see why some people would like them, but I would not be getting them again. In-N-Out is good regardless. Like, it's good if you get a protein style, it's good if you get a 3x3 animal style, it's good regardless. I don't really feel like this whole challenge would be complete if I didn't get In-N-Out the right way. I also got just like just a regular cheeseburger. I didn't want to get like a double or a 3x3. Like I'm not really that hungry and I've already eaten a little bit, so I just want to get something light just to have In-N-Out. Honestly, to be real, after tasting this with like the bread, I prefer it when it's protein style. Like the bread, I don't know, the bread is good. I'm just not a fan. I haven't had it in like almost a year. As you can see here, I was just not feeling the In-N-Out burger. I just ended up eating the meat instead. I just threw the entire thing away. I did not like it. Lastly, I got one of those famous Toll House ice cream sandwiches from 7-Eleven. These used to be my favorite. I used to get these all of the time. I really, really like cookies. I really like chocolate, and I like ice cream in the middle of both of them. This is where it's at right here. I did initially like the ice cream sandwich, but eventually my body got sick of eating that much sugar, and I just couldn't finish it. I just threw it away. It was too sweet. If I tried to eat like ice cream or anything that just had regular amounts of sugar, my body literally was like, this is too sweet. I don't like this. My sense of smell and taste improves when I cut out sugar. So when I was around sugary substances, I would be overwhelmed with the smell and the taste of it. When I tried to eat sugar again, I would feel really, really sick. So I would eat it and feel good for maybe like 30 minutes, and then my body would start feeling like I wanted to throw up, or I would develop a headache or something. This was enough to encourage me to keep going and cut off sugar. So I cut off sugar for more than over a year, and the way that I started eating sugar again is I started eating fruit. If I do decide to eat sugar, it's natural sugar, so it's usually from any type of fruit that I eat. I hardly ever eat any type of processed sugar from this experience. Not eating sugar anymore truly transformed my life. It transformed the way that I look. It caused me to lose weight, but because I was losing weight and because I wasn't constantly depressed or upset, because my hormones were becoming balanced, because I had more energy throughout the day and my food wasn't weighing me down, it allowed me to practice more healthy habits, include more things with inside of my day, and it allowed me to improve myself as an individual. And I know this sounds maybe extreme, but honestly, not just cutting out sugar, but just cutting out processed food in general transformed my life and who I am today, at least 50%. The discipline and the reward that you get for practicing healthy habits and staying away from something that could be harmful and really addictive is beneficial. And I love the experience and the feeling that I had from cutting out processed sugar so much that even till this day, I still eat this way. Yes, I do eat carbs. Sometimes I eat bread, but I hardly ever eat processed sugar. If you guys are interested in certain foods that I eat, I do have weight loss recipes down below in the description. Some of these recipes don't have any sugar in them and some don't even have any carbs. If you're interested in exactly how to change your life without eating sugar and how it changed my life. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.